Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and today I've got more Bladebuilders from the Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost. This is a Target exclusive item. Now I believe this was $29.99, which is a little steep, but that is what I paid for it. Now this is not new. This is a repack item of an old Bladebuilders set. This, I believe, judging by the threads right there, the little threads you can see, judging by those things, I believe this is the same lightsaber as the Ezra. It wasn't an Ezra Bridger, but it was like a blaster attachment that came with this. But it was this thing with a blaster attachment that shot Nerf darts, similar to the way Ezra Bridger's does. But this set doesn't come with this. This is the Peace and Justice Galaxy's Edge set lightsaber workshop. You can see over here it does say Peace and Justice kit. And it has the transported from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost logo. So these are kind of the Trading Outpost line at Target is kind of a inspired by Galaxy's Edge line of cheaper options. So you go to Galaxy's Edge and it costs $200 to build one of these Savi's lightsabers. It doesn't have the pieces, but you pay $200 to build your own lightsaber in Galaxy's Edge. So Target's got like a cheaper version of that. For $30 you can kind of build your own lightsaber with accessories, and you know, so they just reuse the old Bladebuilder system. There's some stuff there. In fact, let's just take a look. Let me give you some close-ups of the outside of the box. Okay, so first off, we've got our Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost logo on the top. I like it, I like it. There is some artwork. Now, that artwork matches the concept art for Savi's workshop. You can even see he's using pieces. It looks like those pieces are from Protection and Defense and Elemental Nature, but then his lightsaber in his hand is definitely from Peace and Justice. It says Lightsaber Workshop, and then in a bunch of different languages. Anything good there? Oh, so 3 AAA batteries not included. You would think for $30 it would include the batteries. Customize your lightsaber. Here's what you can make with this particular set. So it's the blue lightsaber plus a little green attachment you can add to the bottom, and the adapter. So there it is. Up close look at the transported from Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost. Ages 4 and up. Peace and Justice set. Disney Hasbro. Anything good here on the bottom? No, I'm seeing a lion. I'm seeing some other guy. Nothing too pressing. Alright, let's see what is on the back of this box. Now this is a little different. Lightsaber Workshop. Same thing. Savi's Workshop at Blackspire Outpost allows customers from around the galaxy to choose a path and build their own custom lightsaber. So that's what they're trying to invoke here. Customize your lightsaber. There's some options. It is a flick to extend kind of lightsaber, just so you know. You have to flick the wrist to extend it. It does make lights and sounds, and then they show you how the little adapters kind of work. Now it does say they have a Peace and Justice lightsaber, Protection, Defense, Power and Control, and these are just some of the options you can make if you have more than one set. Oh, there it is. I was looking for that. I was like, where is it? 0, 2, 3, sad babies, approve this set. What do you think? Now, I've reviewed this. I've reviewed this, but with different accessories. Way back when they first came out, I think it was around when Rogue One came out. So I think it was like 2016-ish, maybe. When the original set of this particular lightsaber came out. And it was literally just this and a little bladed, or like a Nerf gun adapter. Now, I'm not going to bust that out for this video, but because I'm in the middle of a move, and I want to just review this as is. But that gives you guys a good reason to make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you've got the notifications turned on, because once I've got the new office all built up and ready, I want to dig, because I've got a tote over here. It's packed already, full of all my old Bladebuilders. And I want to compare this Bladebuilder to the old Bladebuilder. Just to kind of let you guys know, maybe it's better to just buy the old version off Amazon. I don't know, but I'll have to sit down and kind of do that comparison. So inside the box, there are a couple pieces of paper. I already know this one says it's a choking hazard. Don't whack your babies. That can go. In fact, there's another one that says, I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that it says, choking hazard, don't whack your babies. I can't tell because it doesn't look like it's in English at all. Attenzione, attende, uaga, huama warning. I see no English. This is attenzione. Yeah, same thing. I'm just gonna assume they needed another paper for more languages. This is the goods here. This is the piece of paper that I'm looking for. I actually like that. I like the look of that. The brown texture. Notice. Peace and Justice has... This is something I didn't notice on the box. I didn't note or tell you on the box. But there's a resistance symbol. We're going to say resistance, not rebellion. Because Galaxy's Edge takes place between episode 8 and episode 9. So it only makes sense that it's resistance and not the rebellion. Now that being said, notice what we've got here. Another resistance logo. Nothing there. Bottom, nothing. Side, oh. Another resistance logo. And then on the other side, yet another resistance logo. There it is, you can see a little clear. I like the texture on the box too. It's kind of a cool texture. It matches the whole Savi's vibe. But isn't that interesting? Does anyone else find that interesting? There's specifically a resistance logo. Peace and Justice. Good guys, I'm guessing. But resistance wasn't necessarily lightsaber. Like, you know, that's... Lightsabers and resistance aren't... Yes, because of Rey, but also no? Like... Just, it was a different... I don't know. To me, that seems weird. Does it seem weird to you? Because I'm a little bit like... I don't know if they needed to add a faction. Do you think they did? Do you think that... I mean, if any of them, yes. Resistance. But... Anything on the back? No. But I don't think... I don't know. I just find it's kind of a weird move. Because what are they going to do when we get to protection... I'm sorry. Yeah, protection and defense. Is that first order? Is it resistance? You have to wait and see. Alright. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need a screwdriver, aren't I? I'm going to need a little screwdriver. Luckily, I have one handy. But I'm going to be able to put batteries in here real quick. I'm just kind of like bummed that they don't come with batteries. You would think for $30. Like, I don't want to nitpick too much, but come on. $30, you couldn't put some cheapo batteries in there? Now this, I want to show you this. You guys got to see this. I've talked about this in other videos. Can we get it to focus, please? See that ribbon right here? This little ribbon? You're supposed to put it... The ribbon is on the deeper... You're supposed to basically put the ribbon over the deeper cavity. So in this case, it's going to be the one on this side. And you want to put your first battery in over it. So basically it's like over... So the ribbon is an easy way to pull out that deeper cavity. When that battery's stuck in there, you pull the ribbon and the battery comes out. That's what that's for, and I understand that not everybody knows that. Like, it's not in the instructions. It's just one of those things you, like, learn from just using batteries throughout your life. But I know that as a kid, I discovered it, like, I don't know, I was probably like 10 or 11. And by then I had, put quite a few batteries together. But I know adults who still don't know that. They're like, oh, what? I didn't know that was what that was for. I thought it was just a weird ribbon thing. And that's okay. That's why I want to share it with you. Because I know that not everybody understands that that's what that is for. Because there's no, like, blatant in-your-face instructions telling you that. Alright, I haven't touched any buttons. Nope. It's weird to me that there's a demo mode because there's no batteries included. On the original ones, I believe there was a demo mode. But there is a little... I want to show you. A little 1 and 2 symbol. You can see them there. 1, 2, and 0. It was on 0, which does nothing when I hit the button. Nothing. So I'm going to put it on 1. Move it 1. I believe that's just 1. Just make sure. There's an all the way right. There is a middle. So this should be... This is just a demo. When I try to turn it off, it does not turn off. So that's just a package demo. You would hit this while it's in package, which again is like insult to injury that they didn't give batteries. So you do it. It doesn't really register what I'm doing because it's just a quick 10-second demo. Okay, but I'm going to put it to regular play mode, which is the 2 lines. You ready for this? Now, I can already... And maybe it's been a while. Maybe it has been a while, and I'm a little critical here. I definitely need to dig out my old Bladebuilders, but this feels light. This feels like... It feels like cheaper plastic. Just the touch of it, just the feel of it. I want to say Bladebuilders were a bit more sturdy when it was the original release of this. We're going to have to wait until my comparison video, but I can tell you it's been probably a couple years since I've touched that particular lightsaber. So I will have to do a follow-up comparison with all of these. But it feels super light, and it feels cheap in my hands. These lightsabers, actually this lightsaber with no electronics, the Sith Warrior, feels heavier. The Jedi Knight, same, feels heavier than this does with a full blade. I mean, this has a blade too. It's a different, try to not murder anybody, full thing. And one thing I should note, I can kind of show you here. This electronic one is about 3 inches longer, just so you know. Not that it super matters, because it feels kind of cheap. So I'm going to turn it back on. It does the flash to turn on, flash to turn off, as these typically do. There's a couple that like slowly get, you know, brighter and then lower. It does register when I hit something. Man, you know, it honestly, it does. It just feels kind of cheap. The other thing that it comes with is this green lightsaber here. Now, this little green one is not electronic. You can tell because it doesn't have any. It's like an opaque blade, where this is more see-through, translucent. So you'll hear me use those words in these reviews. Opaque means more like a solid color, not see-through. Translucent, you can see. I know sometimes we get younger viewers on these kind of, especially with these kind of things. So I want to make sure I explain that. So I dropped something. It's official. It is official. Now, since it doesn't matter with the green one, I'm going to go ahead and turn out the lights and we're going to test out the glow on this thing. Okay, so this is something interesting. I've got my little side little extra accessory piece. And when I click it into place, notice I'm not touching the ignition button. That is the ignition button, just to show you. Ignition button on. Ignition button off. I am not going to touch that button, but when I click this into place... Oh, well then maybe not. Here I was thinking that I was like, I did it. I made it work. When I clicked it in place, it did not. I thought maybe it did. But, just to kind of give you an idea, I want to show it to you from way back here. Maybe you can see a little better. The glow is just okay. Let me get me in focus. There we go. The glow... And again, just to show you, it's just okay. You can definitely see it's like a little darker right here, and it's a little darker up here. Not super duper impressed. Yeah, that is much darker, especially on video you can see it. In person, I don't notice it as much, but on video you can definitely see where right here it gets a lot darker. And again, up here too, there's just like a place where it just doesn't carry as much light. So... You know, and the fact the bottom one doesn't light up. Yeah, I don't know quite how to feel about this. Let me turn the lights back on. I try not to be super hypercritical over plastic toys. You know, like, let's be real here. It's a plastic toy. It's made for kids to whack each other. Now, one thing I should show you is it actually does have the same symbol as before, where it's like, don't whack kids. Don't whack the little sad babies. So there's a little close-up. We've got exclamation triangle, load of books, and don't whack little babies. That being said, these are definitely meant for play fighting. They're not meant for adults to go full force combat or anything. They're not like fancy replica or even stunt sabers. They're plastic. They are meant for play, imaginative fun, or display. It feels cheap. It does. I have to be honest with you guys when I don't like something, and I need to go through, again, it's packed up. I need to get out my older version of this same toy, compare the colors, and compare the quality, because it feels light, it feels cheap, and for me, this is, and just how it lit up, I need to do a comparison on how they light up, because as of right now, this is a thumbs down for me, which doesn't happen too often. It does not happen too often. And I remember really liking this same saber with the Nerf attachment when Bladebuilders originally did it. So I didn't, like I said, I try to keep positive on these things, but when I really don't like something, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to share it with you. And as of right now, and I could change my mind, who knows, but as of right now, for $30, I'm disappointed. I feel like the Nerf one was like maybe 26, and it had a cool Nerf attachment and darts, and the same thing. Didn't have this. I'd rather have the Nerf attachment. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you agree with me? Like, I don't know. I need to know your guys' thoughts. Is this a thumbs up? Is it a thumbs down? Do you have this? Did you pick this up for $30? How do you feel for your $30? Do you feel like it was worth it in 2020? Because 4 years ago, things cost different. Like the dollar went further back then. It's just a fact of life. Dollars deflate. So, I don't know. But, I guess inflate. Whatever. Either way, I want to know what you think of this. Because right now, I am not impressed. This is a thumbs down for me. A rare, but thumbs down. Now, it's going to be fun to play with this. With the other sets, I can put the accessory. I can do this kind of stuff. Where I have like a double Peace and Justice Jedi Knight saber. That's cool. But overall, for $30, nope. I'm not happy with it. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below again. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed and you have that notification bell set to all notifications. That way when I move and I get around to busting out the old lightsaber and doing the comparison, you guys won't miss it. I do have a couple more sets to review, and I hope we have better results. But this is the Protection Defense, which I believe was called Spin Action Lightsaber before. And we've got Power and Control. And honestly, I don't remember what the name of this one was. I remember it looked a little different. But again, no batteries included. I hope it does better. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Special, super, duper, extra, shout-out-y thing. I don't like shout-outs. But special thanks to the patrons, to the channel members for supporting the channel, for just going that little extra step. You guys, I appreciate you so much. All of you, I appreciate every single one of you for making it this far to the video, for just doing your thing, for being a positive part of the Star Wars community. I appreciate you. And if you can, you're going to hear me saying this every time now, my parting words of advice. If you can be an inspiration for someone to make something cool, to do something awesome, push someone in the right direction and be like, hey, do that. You're good at this. You should make that. You should start your own YouTube channel. You should do your own thing. You should make your music. Whatever it is. Be the spark. Don't be a move milker. See ya.